didn't realize this because the new show is shooting there, but what's up, Nashville? You live in Nashville now.
I'm loving Nashville. It's fantastic.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize, obviously I knew you were shooting the show, but sometimes people go in and out. Y'all are always flying everywhere for jobs. I didn't realize you moved there.
No, we did. Well, my youngest is still in high school, so my wife's back in LA with her.
Oh, you're doing a little back and forth.
A little back and forth. But I've got 4 kids on the East Coast, so it's Nashville's just, you know, so centrally located. It's fantastic.
Y'all have 5 kids, right?
We have 5.
Damn.
Yeah. Like that.
Dang,
wow,
that's a lot.
Vibrato on that?
That's a lot.
Nice.
I know. Are y'all a family band? You can make one. Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, Partridge Family, kind of bring it back.
Are they? They're almost all out though, right? You're almost like empty nesters.
I've got 2 out, 2 in college, and 1 in high school. We've had our heads down for a long time raising kids, so it's time
you're
to relax.
in a great city to be to hear live music. Have you seen anything? Have you done anything?
I've done a little bit on, you know, Broadway is so chaotic now with all the tourists and all that.
There's other places I can tell you about too. That's like a circus.
I hear more music in the airport, frankly.
Oh yeah, they do.
Every bar in the airport has a live musician, and I mean, at 6:30 in the morning.
And by the way, great.
Yeah, they're great.
Like they're great.
But it's like, you know, okay, so listen, we got you penciled in for 6:30 a.m. on Wednesday. It's like, you got to start somewhere. But it's amazing. I mean,
it is a funny airport.
You walk down Broadway, they have these bars that are 3 stories high.
Yeah.
Every floor has a live band. And there's 100 bars.
And some of them are like dance. It's little vibes.
I had no idea it was that.
Yeah. There's other places too that you can go that are like off the beaten path that are like really great live. I'm going to give you a list, a little mini list.
Well, I go try and get discovered. Was the Bluebird? Is that that's?
Oh, Bluebird's great.
I live kind of close to that.
That's okay. Then
but there's always a line out the door, so I don't know how we're getting in.
Yeah. Well.
You can make a call.
I think that you're good enough to make the call. I think you
got more juice there than me.
I think that you're going to get in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I totally will. But no, do you like moving? Do you enjoy that? Like new?
Yeah, I mean, I used to love it when I was young and single and getting to live around the world and set up camp in different cities and do a film for 3 or 4 months. Once you have kids, you're locked in. And so I do look forward to it again when we're empty nesters. That's one of the things I'd like to do is, you know, get back and do some films here and there and move around and just live different places. Yeah,
and I think the older we get, you enjoy it in a different way. It's like a totally different speed and a different appreciation.
Yeah, you got to get out and you get different aspirations for
and
what
you've earned it. That's what I've been.
Exactly.
Yeah, you earned it. So you're playing a firefighter in 911 Nashville.
I am.
Describe your character.
Captain Don Hart.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a long time. I have 1 son with Jessica Capshaw that plays my wife. And
she was on here.
Okay.
Yeah,
and she's from a very wealthy family in Nashville. I didn't come from that part of town.
Yeah.
So I married into a very wealthy family. And then it comes out on the show that I also have another grown son. My wife knows about it. We had a little breakup. But my other son didn't know about it. And I'd never met him because she wouldn't, Leanne Rimes, who plays his mom, wouldn't let me near him. So
she can definitely get you into Bluebird.
By the way, we presented at the CMAs. I presented with Jessica and Leanne, and we gave out the Best New Artist Award, and it was amazing because she won it when she was 13.
Dude, I remember.
I mean, it was like going into the Grammys with LL Cool J. Like you got to be with the right people. Yeah,
man, working with LL too, that had to be cool. I've run into him a couple times just randomly. He's so nice.
Yeah.
He was the coolest.
Oh, no. And the energy is contagious, and he's just, I mean, he literally is the coolest guy you've ever met. Like, there's a reason he's got that name. He's just got this confidence, and he's just, you know, I always say that. I'm like, something makes me uncomfortable, and I'm like, I didn't like that. He goes, I don't receive it. I'm like, what? Like somebody said, well, did you hear what they said? And it was negative. He goes, I just don't receive it. I go, I didn't even know that was an option. You just, you just don't receive it?
Look at that bumper sticker knowledge. I don't receive it. I'm gonna just
he's got some great one-liners.
Oh, I love being around people like that and just like being a sponge with them. I want to talk about your character a little bit more though, because you're also like a rodeo guy, right?
Oh
Cowboy.
Yeah, that was when they sprung at us at the last second.
I heard
Apparently
you found
my son
out,
and I, we do a little rodeo together.
Yes.
Yeah, there we are.
Are you good around horses? I don't feel like I've seen you on horses since like 3 Musketeers.
Yeah, that was probably the last time I was on. But, you know, horses, as long as you get on and act like you know what you're doing.
For sure, confidence.
You can pretend, and then but if you get on scared, they're taking advantage of you. So I felt pretty comfortable, but I have no ego. Like, bring on the stuntman. Bring on the stunt rider.
For sure.
That was fine when I was a young guy. Like, I'm not doing that anymore.
That's called being wise.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I agree. That's like, once again, like when we were younger, we're like, no, I'll do it. And it's like, no, thank you. You guys, I feel like you did a lot of sword fighting in that movie too, and Three Musketeers, and I always love talking to you actors because you get the coolest teachers of things that anybody would like. You probably got someone that's so skilled in sword fighting.
I remember his name, Bob Anderson, and he did all the Star Wars movies. He did all this stuff. Legendary guy. And I still have the sword. It was amazing. But he was so into it.
He can swing a lightsaber and a sword.
Oh, yeah. He was doing the whole thing.
Did you enjoy the sword fighting? Did you like doing it and like all the choreography?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they make you look like a hero in these things. What
okay, because one time.
Have you done this?
Okay, well, I was going to say this. I'm not an actor. But one time, look, I was on a lot of land with my brother. And it was like 2 in the morning, slightly inebriated. And we had lightsabers.
Okay.
And I felt like I could wield a sword. Well, I was literally, we were out there and all you saw were our lightsabers in like the pitch black.
I just saw something on Instagram or the social media, this couple that got married and they did a choreographed lightsaber fight for their first dance.
You know what?
Did you see this thing?
I think that they're gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? If two people co-sign on that, so you found your person.
And I'll tell you, the first day I got to Nashville, I was driving around just trying to get the lay of the land. And I was out kind of in the suburbs a little bit where I was looking for a place to rent. And I'm driving by this park, and there was this huge group. I'm like, what the hell is... They're all Renaissance.
Yes.
And they were jousting.
I have seen this.
Just like not organized.
Just on a
like
Saturday.
30 people on a Saturday hanging out in full gear.
Yeah. They do it in New York in Central Park too. I've seen it here. I walked by and I was like, are they shooting a movie? No.
You and me. You bring a lightsaber, I'll bring my sword.
I would for sure show up. I am totally that person.
All right,
yes.
it's a
All
date.
right. So you're playing a first responder in the show, but how are you in real life?
I'm not good.
Me neither.
Yeah. I'm so queasy. I fainted when my first kid was born. I'm like...
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
Like you were in the
delivery room, down... Well, we were in New Zealand. She was born in New Zealand. The doctor was late. We had a midwife there. They got me in the mix. I've got one leg over my shoulder. I'm like,
you're in it.
I just didn't see how this was going to work. And I got queasy and down. So I literally, they Carolyn basically took Lily out, and the doctor, when he finally got there, got me up. And it was pathetic. Now I'm saving people in the streets of Nashville. But, you're in good hands.
I hope that your wife gives you so much for that still.
Yeah.
She's probably on the table like, are you kidding me?
I was so nervous. I hadn't eaten in 24 hours. It was our first child. I was, I was more nervous than she was. She was ready to go, but it was.
At that point, trust me, we're like, get out. It's just get out. All right, Chris has been in so many films that we've loved. We can't let you leave before talking about just a few and a mini Scenes and Stories. I wish at some point you need to look up how that song normally is sung, and I love it. Special for Chris.
It was like a little elf over there.
Yeah, it was little tiny fairies making magic happen. Okay, we show a scene, and Chris will tell us a story from the project that comes to mind. So, Sin of a Woman.
Ooh.
What a sexy movie.
There we go.
Yeah.
Gabrielle Anwar.
What a cast, yeah.
Yeah, that was the tango scene, which became kind of a famous little scene. Yeah, it was
a little bit.
This really is the movie that kind of made my career. And getting to go one-on-one with Pacino for 5 months was just
Are you the person that's challenged by that or terrified in that moment?
I was so nervous. It was interesting, actually. Part of the reason I think I got the part is I was just very nervous around him. And Marty Brest, the director, told Al at the beginning, he said, hey, this works really well for the picture. Don't make him feel comfortable. So for the first 4 months of the production, he was nice to me, but that was about it. And I was like, wow, I thought this would be a little more special. And at the end, all of a sudden, he started inviting me for dinner and to play cards and stuff. And he explained, he goes, Marty asked me not to engage with you. I was like, thank you. I mean, I was
you're walking around, you're like, what is it?
But
I'm like, what's happening?
It was good. It worked out well, and it helped the
that chemistry was important.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And Philip Seymour Hoffman, who is so great in that movie.
He's one of my favorites.
Just incredible.
Yeah, so many great people. All right, next is NCIS.
NCIS, there's my man.
Yeah. I mean, I have to ask, have you ever worked out with that man? Because
you know what's so
funny?
He
looks like he lives in a gym.
It was very funny. They put me on the cover of Men's Health magazine, and I knew I was going to get a really hard time from him because that's his thing. And so I got to get out ahead of this. And so I got the prop guy, and I said, hey, I got him a copy of the magazine. I said, let's create a fake ad inside for like a protein powder that's endorsed by him that he's clearly not getting paid for.
Yeah.
And so the magazine comes out, we're passing it around, and he's, you know, just as I expected, you know, making fun of me, blah, blah, blah. And then someone's page there go, oh, Todd, you're in here too. He's like, let me see that. I go, oh, that's cool, man. You got a little endorsement, you get paid. He goes, I'm not getting paid. I go, you're not getting paid? He goes, I'm gonna get paid. And he gets he had a BlackBerry at the time, and he's typing away to his lawyers, and I go, you know what else you should realize? What day it is. It was April Fool's.
So good.
Yeah, he bit so hard, it was amazing.
Oh, don't you love when it comes to fruition?
Yeah,
The plan.
This was beyond.
Can we go back to where I never thought his name is Todd?
Yeah, it's James Todd Smith. Ladies love Cool James.
You almost, I've heard Cool James my whole life, but I almost didn't hear the rest of the story because I was like, who the hell's Todd?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's not Todd.
Yeah.
That does not look like a Todd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
No, it
amazing. Okay, that's the best thing I found out today. Okay, next, Batman and Robin. Oh, I love it.
That was the second one I did, which we would sometimes say maybe one too many.
No, never. I love them all. Yeah.
But this was that's Clooney. I had Val Kilmer the first time, and then this was George, who's incredibly fun guy to work with.
Yeah, I have to know in these costumes because I've talked to a lot of people on these. I know, but I always hear they never think about the actor having to pee.
Well, it changed. On the first one, I had that mask stuck to me literally all day, and you only got out of the suit maybe once or twice. When George came along, because George owned Warner Brothers, he was the star of ER, and he's playing Batman, and he just wasn't having it. So all of a sudden, we were doing scenes where we're in shorts now. We've got half the suit on, and I mean it was. And then at one point, I remember somebody stole something from the set, like a costume or something. I swear they locked down Warner Brothers. Every car was searched for weeks. It was unbelievable. They had guards around the trucks that had all the costumes, armed guards, 24 hours a day. It was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're there cutting them up so we can,
go.
be more comfortable.
But you know what? Every person I talk to that's like superhero stuff, that's always the thing. They're like, man, it's when you got to go to the bathroom. They don't think about it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you sweat so much, you almost don't have to go to the bathroom, frankly.
Yeah. Yeah, no thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
You're in so many great films and great projects. It's great to have you here. I've been a fan for so long.
Yeah.
All right, we need another short break. 911 Nashville airs Thursdays on ABC and streams anytime on Hulu.